What is up, YouTube? I'm back. We're obviously in a room now. You know, as you guys know, if you've been following my channel, you know, you've seen us go through our journey being homeless, living on the streets, etc. Today, I'm just gonna really talk about what I learned, what I took from it, the pros and cons, you know, everything about it, like the ins and outs. Just because we're not on the streets anymore, we're not there anymore, we're actually in a room now, you know, thanks to my uncle and aunt. You know, they live in a different city. They actually still don't even know that we were homeless, that we were living in the streets at a rest stop. So you know, that's something else that'll be filmed and talked about. But you know, let me know what you guys think, if I should let them know first and foremost. But you know, I'll get into how it came about, or you guys can even look at my channel. I think there's a video on me calling him, so check that out. It was at least a month that we were out there on the streets, like doing our thing. The biggest thing I guess I would take away from that, or took away from that, is people don't really care. When I say people, I mean like people that are like, that you just see every day working, or like whenever you're at a park somewhere doing something, you know, people don't care that you're homeless. And I mean that in a good and a I wouldn't say bad way, but I mean that all the way around. Like, if somebody wants to talk to you, they're gonna talk to you. And I think being homeless, like, you kind of learn that type of stuff rather than worrying about being judged. Like, I would say before becoming homeless, you may be worried that somebody's gonna judge you for how you're dressed or how you look or whatever. But after being homeless for like a week or like 2 weeks, you start going places and you're like, look, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. And you start caring less. I'm not saying caring less is in you care less about your appearance, but you really start caring less about what people think, and then you really see that people don't really care what you look like, or people really don't care what it is. Like, if they want to talk to you, they're gonna talk to you. If they want to try to be your friend, they're gonna try to be your friend. If you want to get something done, you gotta get it done. And you know, that's just one thing I took away from it. Another thing is, it's like 10 times harder to live here in America being homeless. Like, trying to have things, if that makes any sense. Like, you can live perfectly fine homeless in America if you don't aspire to live this American dream. You could live well, I wouldn't even say that. I would say you can live uncomfortably homeless in America if you don't aspire to live the American dream. And just like I said, people don't care. I'll apply that to this same thing. Like, people don't care. Like I said, I experienced somebody walking past me, just talking or just saying something to us. Like, he was just saying hi, and he was saying he's not trying to make a friend, it just gets lonely out here. Like, those were his exact words. He was like, hey, I'm not trying to make a friend or anything, I'm just saying hi, it gets lonely out here sometimes. And he kept walking. And you know, I just thinking, I'm like, man, that gotta stem from like people really just being able to see how people don't care. And you know, that was a really eye-opening experience for me. Another thing I learned is you're not gonna really save money being homeless, with all the things that come with it. You know, we were living in our car, and we didn't have a desert. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say this isn't for everybody, but in my scenario, it was me living with my family, so me and my spouse and our son. And it's very, very hard to save money when you're not doing it by yourself. I will say that, okay? Because if it was me by myself, maybe I would have been able to save up something, move a little faster. But when you're dealing with a toddler and you have a partner with you, you have to be very conscious. Like, you can't be in survival mode full-fledged. You have to really be a person and acknowledge the people that are in this with you. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges that I had to face being homeless. Uh, you know, trying to manage the money was really all over the place. And I was making money daily, spending money daily, and it wasn't unnecessary. It was like very necessary spending. So literally the spending that kept us alive. So, we're happy to be in a place now where we don't have to do that and we can save, really thankful for that. Other than that, a lot of people would think that they don't have the pressure on them to pay bills and stuff like that. But like I said, my experience was different, being that I was doing it with my family. The pressure was, I feel like, even harder than a lot of people would say it would be living homeless and not having any bills or whatever. It was actually, for me, 10 times harder because I have a family to feed and take care of. It's a lot of things that we have to do for our son and we have to do for ourselves. And also, being that my wife is pregnant, that was a whole nother thing right there. So we had to go to doctor appointments while we were homeless. We had to go get her labs done while we were homeless. She had to go to job interviews. We had to work during the day. She had to sleep in the car. Like, we were in the car 24/7 basically, unless we went out or got out to take a walk in the park or something. So that was really stressful. We could change our outside environment all the time, but it got really cramped up basically. So that's a short recap, but I really do want to get a more in-depth recap going on, as you guys will see if you continue to follow. I'll get more in-depth with the experience that we've had, and I appreciate everybody that's always watching and everybody that sent well wishes. It really has meant a lot to us for the time we were out here. So I appreciate you guys. Keep watching. I got more information for you guys. I got more stories about us living in a car. I got more updates on what we're doing now. As far as, right now we're in my uncle's house. We're basically still homeless, but we have a place to sleep, like a bed. You see that we have a bed in a room. So we're in this room right now, and it's just us and my uncle and his wife in here. So we'll let you guys know how that goes, and I'll be documenting it. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for being here.